I'm Reggie Ponder, the Real Critic, and I'm here at the Chicago premiere of SouthSide with you. I'm a Chicagoan, and this is a love story about Michelle Obama, or Michelle Robinson, and Barack Obama. This is their first date, and you have to check this one out. You consider yourself an artist?
Absolutely.
And as an artist, you don't believe that you're constrained to one medium?
Yeah, I think part of being an artist is just trying to reflect what's going on in the world, trying to put some beauty out in the world, put something interesting and provocative out in the world, and we do a lot of that through music, but for me, I have the access and the relationships to do it through film and TV too, so I figured, let's do it.
Let's do it. So I heard you talking about the music, because you did the music, some of the music for this. I know you look at the situations, but how do you get the inspiration? And is it a little bit different for a movie than when you're making it for, you know, just my personal consumption?
Well, it's interesting because when you do it for a film, it's actually easier for me because there's more of a target. Whereas when you're just writing for yourself, you can write about anything. There's no constraints. And actually, constraints are helpful when you're trying to figure out what you want to talk about, because you can look at the film and say, well, this is what the film is about. This is the mood and the spirit of the film. So it kind of narrows down where you can go, which is actually helpful when you're trying to create something. So for me, writing for film has always come easily, because that sense of assignment and a target and a constraint is actually helpful when you're creating.
Interesting. Now, you've met the Obamas, correct?
Of course, many times.
So how do you feel this film reflects their spirit?
Well, I think you feel some of their spirit, and I think Parker and Tika did a great job of really looking at old film and footage of them as they've, been in the public eye, and trying to capture their spirit. But of course, we don't know exactly what they were like during that time. We don't know exactly what they were like on that date. All we can do is imagine and project based on the limited public information that's available. And so both Richard Taney as the writer and our actors, all they could do was try to do something inspired by what we do know about them and try to capture that spirit. And if you watch it, I think you see that they did a great job.
The last thing before I let you go is that I asked you this before about why is this film important to you, but now what I want to ask you, why do you think this film is important to America?
Well, I think it kind of reinforces how much we appreciate the first couple. And as they are on their way out of the White House, they've done some wonderful things in office, and they've also been just a great couple to observe as human beings, as people who are raising a family, people who are representative of what the best of this country has to offer. We've seen that in action, and I think it helps us appreciate the beginning of the relationship even more.
Well, I want to thank you, because as an African-American male, to see a couple, to see a black couple in love, it was just beautiful. Thank you so much.
Because we don't always get to see those images of ourselves on film. A lot of times we're seeing more conflict. We're seeing some of the bad parts of our history, which we have to talk about too. But it's nice to just see us having a great date and falling in love too.
Thanks so much. This is John Legend, you guys.
Thank you.